Little Sister of St. Francis, and currently I'm the CEO for St. Francis Community Hospital, Kasarani. Carimed insurance product I started hearing long ago when it was on the incubation period. When there was this idea that the church can come up with an insurance that is friendly to the general population, targeting everyone. Those who are in the low income, middle income, and even upper income. And the Archdiocese of Nairobi Medical Office, they highly involved us. All the time they were calling us for these consultative meetings when they were designing these products, and we always made sure that we have given the best of our staffs to go and give the information qua ground. How are things qua ground? How are the other insurances performing, and what are the needs? What are the exact needs in matters health financing? All this has been very easy because it's highly digitalized. So you find patients they are able to register on phone because they just scan. But those who need our assistance, we've ensured that one of our staff is very well skilled, and so we've displayed their contacts in every consultation room and in all points. So he's always called and he assists them with registration, and he has not encountered any difficulties with registration. When it comes to payment pre-authorization and claims processing, again we have not had the difficulties that we've been having with very many other insurances. So, and then the assistance, there's always someone in office whose contact is available to us. If we get stuck anywhere, anybody, you can call her and she's always very easy and quick to respond. With Carimed now, everybody should be able to afford healthcare because it has options for everyone, from the one who has not been employed to the ones who are employed, the ones who do not have high income, those who have like low income, middle income, upper income. Everyone has a product that suits them. The agency approach or model taken by Carimed to sell this product, or to not to sell but to create awareness about this product, is one that gets into inafikia watu mashinani, because I know all hospitals, they are like agents by themselves. So it means anytime you are in any faith-based hospital, you will get this information. You can be assisted for registration and also for treatment. Faith-based hospitals, we are our colleagues, we are brothers and sisters. If you have not registered to be empaneled on Carimed platform, you're already very late. If you've not understood this product in such a way that you can explain with ease to your staff and to the patients, you are still very late. So I'm urging them to have interest, create interest. The Carimed offices are always open. So they need to understand to get this information. Invite them. For us, anytime we invite a team from Carimed and from the Archdiocese of Nairobi to come and train us, they are always available. And because of that, it has made us to understand this product very well. So when we're explaining to patients, we are not struggling. My name is Sister Esther Mwangi. I'm a Little Sister of St. Francis, and I'm the CEO for St. Francis Community Hospital. Karibu Carimed, karibu nyumbani.
Focus. I'm Susan Bulemi, and our sign language interpreter is Charity Ngima. Now, residents of Kenya's border towns of Busia and Malaba have been trained on how to combat rising cases of human trafficking. The initiative, led by government agencies and civil society groups, aims to raise awareness, protect vulnerable communities, and curb cross-border trafficking networks. Here is John Beja with a full report.
Social organizations to address the growing threat of human trafficking in border regions.
Busia kwa sababu iko kwenye mpaka, kuna visa vingi sana vya watu ambao wanaingizwa katika ulanguzi wa binadamu, aidha wakiwa wanatafuta ajira ama wengine wakiwa labda wamedanganywa kwa ajili ya sababu zingine nyingi. Wakazi wa Busia ni vizuri wawe macho kwa sababu madhara ya wale watu ambao wanapatikana kama wameuzwa ni mabaya sana, zaidi sana ikiwa ni kwa watoto. Wakati ambapo wanapitia katika dhulma kwa sababu ya mambo ya ulanguzi wa binadamu, yale madhara ambayo wanapata ni madhara ambayo ni vigumu sana kuweza kuyashughulikia, kwa sababu kuna mengine ni yale ambayo yanawaumiza mili zao, yani physically, na mengine yanawaumiza kisaikolojia.
Wito wangu kwa wazazi ni kwamba walee watoto vizuri, wawe makini sana kwa kuchunga watoto wao. Watoto wao wanapo kuwa na watu wajue ni akina nani ambao wako nao, ni akina nani wanaongea na hao, ili wakaweze kuona kwamba wanakinga watoto wao katika adhari hii hatari ya ulanguzi wa watu.
The project, supported by the government and the Salvation Army Church, has so far helped rescue 26 survivors from foreign countries, while identifying 35 others at risk, as efforts continue to safeguard vulnerable populations in Busia, Malaba and Migori.
When we started this project, people didn't even have information on modern slavery and human trafficking. But when the Salvation Army came in, people have been empowered. They now know what it is, and they are in position to help themselves not to be trafficked, and even their families and the entire communities where they are coming from. So the status, as we are speaking, we've been in position to identify victims. We've also supported those victims in various areas depending with their needs, and we can say the communities are doing well, and we can also say the awareness has gone to a larger percentage of people, and people are using this knowledge to help protect the entire community. So far, we've managed to interact with the 61, both in Busia, Malaba, and Migori. And out of the 61 survivors, we have 26 who are real survivors. They went to other countries for jobs, but by good luck, they came back when they have been exploited. So we've taken them through case management, and case management entails counseling and the social psycho support. And then out of the 61, the 26 are the survivors. Then the remaining are at-risk individuals and also the families that have been affected.
Serikali nayo ikuje, ingekuwa watu serikali ikuje itusaidie. Sababu serikali inakaa tu, hapana nataka kukuja haraka kutusaidia. Hata hii watu ya mpaka hapa watoto iko pale karibu gorogoro ya watoto. Wanavuta vitu hii ya tina hii. Macho yao iko red, na ukiongea tena wewe mzazi umezaa sijui nini. Serikali tunaambia wakuje watusaidie, wapewe hata mahali ya rehabilitation ama mahali wanaweza kuwekwa kwa mawiki fulani.
Reporting for Capuchin TV, Catholic Focus, I'm John Beja.
And moving forward, the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission, IEBC, has clarified that it cannot block provocative politicians from running for office, saying its candidate vetting process only begins after official registration, in collaboration with agencies like NCIC and the ODPP to ensure compliance with the law and electoral integrity. Let's take a look.
So we are creating, NCIC is creating disciples from here. Yeah. Go ye therefore and spread peaceful coexistence in this country, because we need it. And for our information, because I'm also a voter educator, the electoral code of conduct takes effect after candidates are registered for elections. So unaona hiyo nominations, tunaita nominations. Baada ya kuandikisha hao wagombeaji kwa kupiga kura, the election code of conduct takes effect, so we can take action after that time. Any other time away or outside the electoral period, we go to other institutions like NCIC, the police, the penal code of Kenya takes effect. So wakati mnatarajia IBC iume outside the electoral period, hatuwezi, because we are governed by law and the election law takes effect. Kwa hivyo tunachukua hatua wakati wa election period, after the candidates have been registered as candidates, after people have been registered as candidates to vie for elections. Anything outside that, other organizations which we work with take effect. EACC, the ODPP, and everybody else takes effect. So we work as government agencies to safeguard our democratic rights in this country.
And in other stories, police in Kenya's central region have been directed to take a hardline stance against drug trafficking and illicit alcohol, even in the face of court orders, as authorities intensify joint security operations that have already led to arrests and the destruction of hundreds of liters of illegal brew.
Tomorrow, we are going to have a similar thing in Nyeri. The day after tomorrow, that will be on Thursday, we will be in Kirinyaga. And on Friday, we are going to be in Nyandarua. So I'm told close to how many liters? 600 liters. They could not carry those ones upstream. So they poured the substance there. And I think we have arrested one person, yes, who is here with us, yes. To make this announcement, we have given these teams strict instructions that may yet be second generation. Even those people who are claiming to be having court orders, operating using court orders, they should ignore if they are sure that that person is selling poison to the people. We are not going to respect a court order when we know that we are using it to sell poison. But we will respect court orders where we know people are doing genuine business. So these teams are the instructions that they should be thorough in checking. And this is a multi-agency. KRI, CAPS, everybody is going to be involved in this exercise.
We have been having ongoing operations, and our coming year is to add impetus to the efforts that have been put in to contain this menace. And also second generation brews are really doing us a lot of harm, doing the society a lot of harm. And we want to focus on all of them to make sure that we redeem our community from consuming these drinks, which are now becoming a national security issue.
And from the central region, we move to Tana River, whereby the government has moved to reassure residents of Tana River of continued support as the region grapples with the devastating effects of drought and floods. Cabinet Secretary for Public Service, Human Capital Development and Special Programs, Geoffrey Ruku, today toured parts of Tana Delta and Garsen constituency, where he oversaw the distribution of relief foods to families displaced by the twin disasters. The CS says the government is intensifying emergency response efforts to assist more than 180 affected households, even as the prolonged failure of rains continues to leave millions of Kenyans facing food insecurity. During his visit, Ruku assessed the condition of dried-up earth dams, water ponds, and seasonal rivers, warning that the worsening water crisis is threatening both human and livestock population. He also announced long-term interventions aimed at strengthening community resilience, including water harvesting projects and climate-resilient livelihood programs. And from that, we move to matters education. More than 300 medical students from Kenyatta University have officially begun their clinical training at the Kenyatta University Teaching, Referral and Research Hospital, ending a long-standing standoff between the two institutions. The milestone follows a cooperation agreement signed last month, opening the doors of the country's premier teaching hospital to future doctors. Our reporter Rufina Ruth with the full details.
More than 300 Kenyatta University medical students have officially commenced their long-awaited clinical training at the facility. Marking a historical breakthrough in medical education collaboration, the milestone comes barely a month after Kenyatta University and KUTRRH signed a cooperation agreement, effectively ending years of push and pull that has denied students access to the specialized referral hospitals. The students were formally received during an induction session led by the hospital's Chief Executive Officer, Dr. Zainab Gura, who described the partnership as a significant first step in nurturing future healthcare professionals.
And we apologize for that slight technical
For the students,
hitch.
the moment marked the end of a long struggle and the beginning of a promising chapter in their medical careers. Reporting for the Catholic Focus, my name is Rufina Ruth.
We apologize for that slight technical hitch. And away from matters education, Machakos County has received a major boost in its efforts to modernize healthcare service delivery. The county government, in partnership with the Center for International Health, Education and Biosecurity, CIHEB, has received hundreds of ICT devices aimed at strengthening digitized health information systems across public health facilities. Governor Wavinya Ndeti, while receiving the equipment at her office, said the donation will improve efficiency, reduce patient waiting time, and enhance the quality of care as the county accelerates the rollout of universal health coverage. The consignment includes desktops, laptops, and tablets that will be distributed to health facilities across the county to improve access to patient records and support faster, more accurate medical services. And that story from Machakos County brings us to the end of today's Catholic Focus Bulletin. I'm Susan Bulemi, and our sign language interpreter has been Charity Ngima. Until next time, be blessed.
Keep watching Capuchin TV, your staunchly Catholic identity channel.